Hello students, I am Dr. Nidhi Mishra, Assistant Professor English, Govind Sarang Government Law College, Bhatapara. And topic of my lecture is Idioms Part 2. Now, what is an idiom? Let us see the definition of an idiom. According to Cambridge Dictionary, an idiom is a group of words in a fixed order that have a particular meaning that is different from the meanings of each word on its own. For example, to have bitten off more than you can chew is an idiom, which actually means you have tried to do something which is too difficult for you. Here we are able to see that the idiom have bitten off more than you can chew and the meaning is totally different. Similarly, according to Merriam-Webster definition of an idiom is an expression in the usage of a language that is peculiar to itself, either in having a meaning that cannot be derived from the conjoined meanings of its elements, such as up in the air for undecided, or in its grammatically atypical use of words such as give away. Now, what is an idiom? Idioms are a type of figurative language, which means they are not always meant to be taken literally. Idioms express a particular thought, emotion, but they do not literally mean what the individual words actually themselves mean. An idiom is a saying that is specific to a language. For example, an idiom in English does not translate to an idiom in German. Idioms mean something else than what is written. Idioms mean something other than individual words. For example, it is raining cats and dogs. This is an example of an idiom. In literal sense, it seems as if it is being told that cats and dogs are falling off from the sky. But the actual meaning of this idiom is that it is raining heavily. Thus, the literal sense and the actual meaning of an idiom is different. Now, let us see the origin of idioms in English language. The word idiom is derived from French idiom or Latin idioma, from Greek idioma metos, which means private property, and eidos means own or private. Idioms can originate and develop without the knowledge of speakers of a language. Sometimes, without knowing, we speak idiomatically. Idioms and sayings created by people from different spheres of activity, being precise, colloquial, vivid, reflecting life, can always find application in expressive speech. Sailors, cooks, hunters who needed to express a threat, order, or warning were able to find bright word combination, colorful metaphors connected with circumstances of their activity. These phrases impressed listeners' imagination and entered their professional vocabulary. Idioms are a cultural phenomena. They reflect culture, traditions, customs of a place. Thus, often usage of idioms also change according to geographical conditions. Idioms also have historical connotations to it. Idioms have historical reference to their origins. Idioms are reflection of its society. They depict sociological conditions when they had originated. Now let us move to the idioms. First example of an idiom is throwing caution to the wind. meaning being reckless or taking a risk. Now let's see its usage. Mohan had a fatal accident because he threw caution to the wind. Second idiom. Your guess is as good as mine, meaning to not know something. And its usage is I don't know when the exams will be held. Your guess is as good as mine. Next, a snowball effect, meaning something has momentum and builds on each other, much like rolling a snowball down a hill to make it bigger. Usage. Vishal ignored his debt for so long that now he is experiencing a snowball effect that threatens to crush his financial position. Next idiom. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, meaning apples are healthy and good for you. Usage. We should incorporate apple in our breakfast because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Burning bridges, meaning damaging a relationship beyond repair. Usage. Don't burn bridges by getting rude and foul-mouthed until you hear them back. Next idiom is every dog has its day, meaning everyone gets their chance to do something big. Now let's see its usage in a sentence. You will become successful in your business one day. After all, every dog has its day. Next idiom is go down in flames, meaning to fail in a spectacular manner. And its usage is the company went down in flames when the general manager resigned. Next idiom is having your head in the clouds, meaning daydreaming or not paying attention. Usage. Ram will never be able to get a good job because his head is in the clouds. Next idiom. It's always darkest before the dawn, meaning things always get worse before they get better. Usage. You should not lose hope because it is always the darkest before the dawn. Next idiom is it takes two to tango, meaning one person usually isn't the only responsible party. Usage. Ram and Raja both are responsible for the fight because it takes two to tango. Next, like riding a bike, meaning something that you never forget how to do. Usage. When we started playing again, it was like riding a bike. Next idiom is like two peas in a pod, meaning two people who are always together. Usage. Vishal and Vijay are identical twins and are like two peas in a pod. Next sentence. Through thick and thin, meaning everyone experiences hard and good times. And its usage is my best friend was with me through thick and thin. Time is money, meaning work faster or more efficient. Usage. Please don't waste your and my time because time is money. Next, you can lead a water to horse, but you can't make him drink, meaning you can't force someone to make what is seemingly the right decision. Usage. Though Ram was given books and notes to study, still he failed in the exams. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Next, clouds on the horizon, meaning trouble is coming or is on its way. Usage. The only cloud in the horizon is the chemistry exam in April. Next, get out of hand, meaning when you lose control of things, they get out of hand. Usage. Due to swarming crowd present, the situation got out of hand of the police. Next, dig in your heels or stick to your guns, meaning to refuse the compromise or change your mind. The meaning is same for the dig in your heels and stick to your guns. Both the idioms have same meaning. Now let us look at the sentence. My parents wanted me to give up singing, but I dig in my heels and went on to become a famous singer. Next, my parents wanted me to give up singing, but I stuck to my guns and went on to become a famous singer. Next idiom, pound the pavement, meaning to walk the streets looking for a job. Sentence, I had been pounding the pavement for months before I found a job in school. Next is, leave no stone unturned, meaning to do everything you can to achieve your goal. Sentence, I will leave no stone unturned until I pass this exam. Next idiom is pull yourself together, meaning to calm down and behave normally. Now let's see its usage. I understand you have had a bad day, but pull yourself together and start working again. Next, go the extra mile, meaning to make a special effort or try very hard to achieve your goal. Sentence, if you want to become proficient in English, you will have to go the extra mile and start learning grammar. So this concludes the lecture on idioms part 2, and I hope all of you students have understood the topic, and it's imperative that you learn these idioms and also practice them. Thank you.